Hello again, and thanks for joining us. Public health officials released new recommendations about eating fish from contaminated lakes, and 2 of Robbinsdale's lakes are impacted. Fish in Crystal Lake and Twin Lake in Robbinsdale were found to be contaminated with PFAS, also known as forever chemicals. These man-made chemicals were in many consumer products and don't break down in the environment. The general public should limit fish consumption from both lakes to 1 serving per month. Sensitive groups like women who are pregnant or breastfeeding should not eat any fish from these lakes.
You may not be in a sensitive population and you're out there fishing, but think about who else is eating the fish when you are bringing it home or sharing it with your community if anybody falls in sensitive populations.
PFAS can increase your risk of cancer. They're also tied to developmental issues like low birth weight. A team of developers want to build a new 200-unit apartment complex in Plymouth. The new building would be located at the corner of County Road 6 and 101. Developers propose tearing down most of the existing commercial building on the site and replacing it with a 4-story apartment complex. A new commercial building and a small drive-through restaurant will be added to the space. The Plymouth Planning Commission was largely supportive of the concept, but some members worried they were squeezing too much onto the site.
It seems like we're really stressing the location to maximize potential uses, 200 units, et cetera. That strikes me as probably unnecessarily dense.
The developers have not formally submitted an application to start building the project. The scarcity of homes for sale has led to a surge in remodeling projects. If you're looking for ideas, look no further than the NARI of Minnesota MSP Home Tour. Corey Bork takes us inside one of the homes, a place in Golden Valley that's undergone a significant transformation.
Before the remodel, the kitchen was pretty closed in.
Mark and Carly wanted a change.
So there was a big wall here. This window didn't exist. It was just a tiny window, no skylights.
They loved their North Tyrol neighborhood location, but knew they needed to remodel.
It was really dark in here.
Here's what their home looked like before. They also had a problem many families face.
We actually are prone to lots of clutter.
They came up with a vision.
I really wanted something that had minimal visual distractions.
Went really well.
Enter in Amber Ellison and Rob Robertson with Minnesota Fine Homes.
Personally, I think there's always not enough time to plan ahead. You can always plan ahead.
I think the bigger part is building that relationship first. I think the relationship part of it is finding that right fit for your partner that you're going to build with.
Mark and Carly found their fit. Their vision came to light.
This actually will open kind of like a garage door to the outside, so there's an indoor-outdoor feel.
They accomplished a clean, modern look.
The other space that we did focus on here was we did reface the fireplace and we added in these cabinets.
Adding in personal touches along the way.
I really love Asian culture. I love the fact that we were able to do the cabinets in bamboo.
People are looking at their homes and saying, how can we make it so that it fits our needs?
This home is part of a trend in remodeling.
The word that comes to mind is serenity. So it's about feeling serene, feeling calm, having a place that is our own and really making it the individual homeowners.
Mark and Carly found their serenity.
The experience of the remodeling process is extraordinarily dependent on the builder, and we did have a great experience with Minnesota Fine Homes.
They just never imagined their home would be part of a tour.
It's terrifying because we're both really shy.
In Golden Valley,
we're very happy with the way that it turned out.
Corey Bork, CCX News.
In Maple Grove, a new restaurant is opening soon in the village at Arbor Lakes by the corner of Hemlock Lane and Elm Creek Boulevard. Nupa Mediterranean Grill is a quick-serve Mediterranean concept serving salads, soups, and pita sandwiches. There are currently 2 locations in Rochester. A Champlin Park High School senior is being recognized for going above and beyond as a volunteer. In today's Standout Student, I share what makes this student so special. When opportunity knocks, you'd be remiss not to answer.
Hi!
Especially if it's an opportunity to spend time with Charlotte Selby.
How are you ladies today?
As a St. Therese volunteer, Charlotte is rallying her friends.
Miss Jean, this is for you.
All of whom are senior citizens and residents at St. Therese at Oxbow Lake.
It started off as a way to get volunteer hours, and since then I feel like I've really formed connections with so many people here. It's like since I've started, I've gained like 100 extra grandparents.
When Charlotte stops by, they're never short on treats.
How's everybody's day going?
Or laughter. She stops by at least once a week, more if she can help it.
I think I'm making about as much of a difference in their lives as they are in mine. We should be good.
Charlotte's been volunteering since 2023, and she's made a noticeable impact as this year's Leading Age Minnesota Volunteer of the Year.
I just thought that it was so kind and sweet of people to recognize me for the work I've done at St. Therese, and I was really glad I could have like a positive impact here.
She was the youngest award winner this year, and that was well deserved. Just ask Philanthropy VP Jen Betancourt.
She refers to our residents commonly as her friends, and she really genuinely means that.
Betancourt sees Charlotte give these seniors her time, stories, and support.
She's so selfless about the time that she spends here.
Oh, really?
She's so giving and caring, and she's so open with our residents.
And through Charlotte's eyes, these connections are a no-brainer.
Just like opening up your perspective to somebody who's had a very different lived experience than you and learning from it, and then bringing what you've learned back into your world. Where did you go to high school?
Charlotte is headed to Loyola of Chicago for college in the fall, but everyone at St. Therese suspects they'll see plenty of her on her breaks.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You also have access to a large on-demand library, including full sporting events and daily newscasts. To find us, go to the store, search CCX, and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. The CCX Media app, available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku. Wayzata has become a boys tennis state powerhouse. The Trojans are the 2-time reigning Class 2A state champions. In this week's CCX Sports Spotlight, Ches Moose profiles a senior that's been a big part of Wayzata's past 2 state titles.
The swing of a tennis racket is something Wayzata senior Aaron Beduhn has worked at since he first started getting up and standing on 2 feet.
I can't say I remember the first time, but I do know I was very young. I think I was about 2 years old.
The exact start, hard to recall, but Aaron's first ever tournament.
I was playing great. I won 6-0, 6-0 both times, and I'm thinking I'm going to be
impossible to forget.
The next Roger Federer.
The wins were memorable, but
and then in the finals, he just beat up on me pretty bad.
The sting of defeat kept Aaron coming back for more.
Even though I was like a little disappointed about the loss, that's when I knew I wanted to keep getting better and keep playing those kind of tournaments.
Outside of the tournament play, Aaron always had competition right at home. His older brother Colin was a senior and teammate on the 2023 state championship team. Aaron's younger brother Nolan is currently a sophomore for Wayzata and a part of the last 2 state titles.
Every family vacation we're always bringing our rackets. I mean, we all love the sport. We all want to see each other do our best.
From when he first started on varsity at Wayzata as an 8th grader to now, Aaron has made some big strides.
Night and day. I mean, 8th grade Aaron was a consistent kid that, was more of a backboard, and I saw him grow up. Aaron's got an old court game where he really became one of the best doubles players ever coached. And now, obviously, the last couple of years being my one singles player.
Prod is, I'd say, the best coach in the state at developing doubles players, and that starts with getting good volleys and being not scared of the ball at the net, and I think that's one of the strengths of my game.
The strides didn't come without setbacks.
I go to pivot and it's just, I look down and it's fully snapped. 90 degrees.
Some setbacks bigger than others.
Not a good feeling.
In the consolation finals of a match in Texas in the winter heading into his sophomore spring season, Aaron broke his right ankle.
Not what we wanted, but I was able to recover in about 3.5 months, I'd say. A lot of PT, a lot of just hard work to get to this spot where then I was able to go get third. We were able to win state as a team, and me and Brad got third place in the state for doubles.
Throughout the ups and downs, Aaron has been grateful for his journey as a Trojan. Next year, he'll continue his tennis career at the University of Denver.
When I met with the coach, he's another guy that's similar to Prod. He's super intense, and he's really looking for the best out of his players. He's not taking anything less than our best, and I think that's something that's going to help push me to be the best college tennis player that I can be.
I think, his work ethic is beyond most kids. He's very mature. He's played a lot of big-time tennis, team tennis matches, where a lot of kids at D1, some of them don't play team tennis. So I think Aaron's used to the pressure, And I think that his game will continue to blossom as he continues to evolve to become a bigger, stronger, faster tennis player. And I think, his upside is huge. So I think Denver's got a great kid in Aaron Beduhn.
Thanks, Chaz. Before he heads to the University of Denver, Aaron hopes to lead the Trojans to their third straight team state championship. And he's also aiming to try to win the individual singles state title. For the CCX Sports Spotlight, I'm John Jacobson.
Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media. CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You also have access to a large on-demand library, including full sporting events and daily newscasts. To find us, go to the store, search CCX, and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. The CCX Media app, available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku.